Okay, what I want to do now is, I think I just have to go back to it and explain it. I really want to carry you along on this because it is so important, and we're going to be looking at other areas. In fact, all of the scientific topic, they are all interrelated, from atoms to thermodynamics to special relativity. Everything, they are just interrelated. So before we start going into all diverse areas, I want you to have a full understanding of this because it is very important. This is where we can actually understand the various areas I will be taking you as time goes on. So I want to really go back and explain this subatomic nature very well to you so that you understand it. Now let's come back to it. Now, the first time I introduced this to you, I said this is your earth nature, and I wasn't just doing it. This is not philosophy, this is scientific. Now this is an atom. The mass of this atom, the total mass of an atom, of course those of you that are scientifically inclined knows, is the atomic mass. Now the atomic mass, the nucleus is a very small, just very tiny part of the in an atom, but yet all of the mass of an atom is concentrated here. We know that the space outside the nucleus is very large, all right? Just like, imagine the universe. Here you have the earth, so, and you know, all of space is very large compared to just the earth. But in the atom, the entire mass of an atom is concentrated here in the nucleus. So what does that tell us? That tells us that here on the earth dimension of a man, this is where self-perception comes in. This is where we can perceive ourselves as a human being. We are physical being here. This is our physicality here. Now this is just an illustration. The electron is not a particle like, or such like particle the way I'm anticipating it here. Electron is actually a photon, more or less like a wave particle. So it's a fundamental particle, and the mass of the electron, of course we know that in the nucleus, the proton and the neutron, they are quite similar in mass. Okay, the mass of the proton and neutron are quite, of an atom, they are quite similar. Now here the electron, the mass of the electron is negligible. It doesn't have as in we don't attribute mass to this, because of course here is your spirit nature. Okay, you cannot comprehend yourself from this dimension. There's no, when you're here, you don't have a physical consciousness of self. That's what I want you to understand. If we look at Adam, there was a time where Adam had no physical awareness. He was not conscious of his nakedness. He wasn't physically conscious of self. And that was because he was in this dimension. This was his dimension at the point in time, until he ate something, which of course will lead to further discussion. These are very fundamental things that we just read and we think maybe we are reading one historical something. Not really that these are powerful words that can change the dimension of our life. So here is a dimension where if you're here, you cannot be conscious of your physical yourself as a physical being. You're not conscious of your body. Here is your body. This is your earth dimension. But then you need to understand something, that here these are charge carrying particles. The proton and the electron, they carry charges. Of course, the charges are opposite. That's another thing. I'm not going to explain everything to you today. I want you to still go back and think about it. The charges are opposite. But why they are carrying charges, it simply means that they are unique compared to this one that is neutral. Very important. I'm trying to open your eyes. Please, I want you to ask questions on the comment section. I want you to also comment. Tell me what you understand, what you're learning so far. If you have questions, ask. I want it to be interactive because there's so much to grab from this thing you are seeing here. God bless you.